Fuck up.
It feels like it has flew by way too quick, and as time keeps passing on, I remember all the moments that have led to this point. I remember being at Dylan's house with Drex and Daniel. I remember Dylan was giving me a stick and poke of the mountains because I love them so much. I remember those good times we had there. I remember going to the econ with Corbin and Drex. They were shooting the Nandina video. I remember how quick they had to be with shooting this video because we were on a road that was private. I remember how much fun it was. I remember how me and Alex had our first photography meetup in downtown Orlando. I remember all the good people that came out and shot with us. That same night, Drex had his show. I remember how many people came out and supported him. I remember how much fun it was to capture these moments. I remember taking Lastcall a bit more serious and having my first pop-up at Payne's event of aesthetics. I remember how it was the first pop-up and how many people supported the brand. I remember going to Payne's crib and seeing just how tired he was from the long day. I remember Creative Angel putting us on for our second event. I remember those late nights where we would spend hours either at the studio or tie-dyeing and bleaching clothes for Lastcall. I remember taking my first trip with Marco to the Smoky Mountains. I remember how warm it felt. I remember how cold the water was at Rainbow Falls. I remember watching the water as it flowed downstream. I remember how quiet it felt being alone in the mountains. I remember for the second trip of the year, me and Drex went out to Colorado. This all happened because I suggested one evening when I was drunk that we take a road trip, and he suggested that we take a plane out to Colorado instead and see how it is out there. So we flew out there and we took a road trip from Colorado Springs to Vail, and the remainder of the time we kicked it with our friend Wyatt. It was a good week to spend it out in nature.
Pull this out. We buy the Ferrari the next day after testing it, seeing if we like it.
Shotty, you wanna kick it with a team?
When we got back to Orlando, we pushed things a little harder. We did more shoots for Lastcall. We took more opportunities by the hand. We did more pop-ups. We did more items, more photography, more performances. We just wanted to keep doing more. Between the months of August and October, I took my photography passion further. I traveled to LA, the place where the sun never sets, the beaches are beautiful, and the experiences never end. New York, the Big Apple, where there's always adventure around every corner, endless amount of people, and beauty to witness. And Chicago, where I learned to live life for what it was, where I would spend many hours of the day walking around the city, where there was never a dull moment. Looking back at the photos from each trip has let me reminisce in the past. It has also let me look forward to the future. It's taught me that this year has all been an experience. It's one that can't be replaced. I want to thank everyone that has helped make Lastcall a brand. I want to thank the events that put us on. I want to thank the people that have donated with us and to us. Most of all, I thank the people that have supported my love for photography. I thank the ones that have gave me advice, the ones that have purchased one of my prints, the ones that have let me stay at their homes when I was traveling. I couldn't have done this without you. I want to wish each and every single one of you a happy new year, and to remember to never stop chasing your dreams. This has been a year to remember. Thank you.